Hello, Alvin. My name is Rick Overton, and I'm here at Chicago Pizza for a weekend of comedy, but also talking about improv and the importance of where that goes in your comedy, or in every other place in your whole life.
Okay, and for those who don't know, can you give them a little insight into who you are and how long you've been doing it in this business?
I see. I've been doing comedy for over 50 years, and I've been doing acting for over 40 years, and I'm improving the whole way through. So if you look at my IMDb, you can see a list of things I've done on camera, and you will see that there's a bunch of them. I'll tell you that more than half of them, I've had some little place I was allowed to do improv in there. And I think that's where you want to be if you're getting into this. You want to be there where they'll give you that latitude because they know you bring that other stuff. And like you've watched movies where, you know, someone just went off and they rolled the camera and they let it go, and Steve Carell or whoever it is, you know, Eddie Murphy, he played, and they just let the camera go, and you don't mess with that, you keep it. It's someone just gave you a lifetime gift.
Yes, sir.
And so that's another reason why I recommend that.
Okay, you mentioned you've been doing it for over 15 years. It's like
50
years, excuse me. What continues to fuel you to do this thing? Or like, do you ever have those days where you don't want to pick up the pen?
There are up days and there are down days when you're doing stand-up comedy. But the up days are so good that you can weather the down days being bad for a minute. You can get past that. It's just too good. You have to go back.
Okay, give us something juicy. I don't know, something. Tell people something that they don't know or you haven't revealed before.
Well, I'm just going to say what I said before about improv. At the end of your creative life, you will be defined by one of two things. You will either be defined by how well you improvised or how well you plagiarized. And there's no third option. So you choose now the muscle that makes new things. And the fun part is it's the first time you're hearing it too.
Thanks, Rick. I don't want to hold you, man. I know you're a legend, man. Thank you.
I'm going to be 69 this year. Hey, you haven't seen today's 69.
Hey, yeah.
Okay, let's start doing comedy.
Okay.
And then we're going to throw some notes your way.
You know the old saying, right? That crazy women are so good in bed.
Yeah.
But there's a reason, there's a psychology. No one understands how we got here. It's because they know they're crazy, and they know they're going to chase you for the hills. They better be fucking good in bed. And so they have to nail that part to keep you around, or they'll never have anyone ever. So you can see they're in a spot.
Well, I started doing karaoke for like 4 months. So I could get my stage fright off, and then
It's a real human
I started
mechanism.
doing open mics.
And some people, it's not a good or a bad thing. It's just some people have the wiring. The panel is wired, so when you're facing a lot of it, the computer shuts off.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. It's like a wiring thing. So when entertainers, they say you have this added extra thing. No, I think we're missing something. We're missing the switch that should knock us cold when we're facing a crowd. It just isn't there, so we start playing around with it. But maybe you can, through practice, disconnect that switch.
Or at least have the option that you know when to click it and not have it click when you don't want.
Yeah.
We don't want the off switch in someone else's hands.